HDFC Equity is a large cap-oriented equity fund that invests 60 to 65% of its corpus in large cap stocks and the rest in mid and small cap stocks. In its 18-year journey, the fund has seen its share of bull and bear runs and has not only managed to successfully beat its benchmark but also cushioned its fall during the downturns. With an aim of giving its investors a long-term capital, this fund smartly avoids overheated sectors and invests in companies which are expected to profit in the future. Since its launch in December 1994, this fund has given its investors an annualized return of 20.5%. Let's take a look at some numbers to give you a better perspective. If you invested 1,000 rupees in this fund when it launched, you would have 24,461 rupees today.
Well, there's the HDFC Equity Fund. If we look at its returns, it's given its investors 35% annualized over the last 3 years. Compare that to the Sensex, that's given 25%. And if you look at the last 5 years, it's returned 5% annualized, whereas the Sensex has returned 3.5%. What sets this fund apart and how does it manage to always beat the market?
I think brilliant fund management. And brilliance of that has been reflected, on some key occasion in the whole market cycle over the past 15 years. We have seen that this fund escapes all the hottest area where the market gets mad about it, and this fund has avoided those. So it has avoided the blow-ups, and it has done reasonably well in a rising market, and that has led to its, if we look at it over any, medium-term or longer-term time frame, this fund is a blockbuster. On a narrow time frame, when we evaluate it, looking at the past 1.5 years, this fund looks disappointing. Here I would like to, give credit to the fund manager who goes wrong on the short-term basis, but still prevails over his views. And for example, currently he is overweight on financials, and they have. This is a sector where we have seen that most other funds have actually gone the other way. This fund has stuck to its view. So I think that has come handy. Opinionated fund manager who has stuck to his views, and that has translated into all this outperformance or alpha, what we say in our language.
So outperformance or alpha from this fund. Now you did say that it outperforms only in the long term. So if I'm going to invest in this fund, what should be my time horizon ideally for investing in HDFC Equity?
I would say, nothing less than 5 years, and ideally 10 years and more.
Can this be the only fund I invest in, Dhirendra? Can it be the core equity holding in any portfolio?
If you are making, 2,000, 5,000 rupees investment and you want to keep it simple, it can well be. But ideally, I would say that if you're ideally spreading across various style, if you're investing 10,000 rupees, I think it's always good to spread it over or to benefit from the skills of more than one fund manager.
Finally, Dhirendra, to put it in a nutshell, your rating of the HDFC Equity Fund?
I would give it a 5-star for anybody willing to take chances with equity. 5
stars there for the HDFC Equity Fund on Investor's Guide. Remember, invest for 5 or 10 years preferably, and spread out that investment to average your risks.